it's VJ.
It's James.
And this is
A Sip and a Shot. Woo, 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 woo.
We're here with another episode.
Yeah.
Last week started our...
Health and wellness. I was going to say health and wealth.
Me too, but we're not talking about wealth.
We're not talking about wealth. Maybe later.
Yeah.
But
not now.
not now. Yes.
Talking about health.
Our health and wellness series, month, whatever you want to call it. So we are, it's also, this is coming out on Cinco de Mayo.
Yes.
I think. Yeah. Cinco de Mayo. So, shots. Our shot is called the Mexican Candy. It is tequila, watermelon pucker, and
hot sauce.
I could not think of what it was called. Okay.
Cheers to the good.
Cheers to the bad.
Cheers to all the things we wish we had.
Clink, clink, clink.
I really want a half a rum. Oh, shit.
Love it. Love it. Quality stuff right there. Not as bad as a swamp water.
I think I like the swamp water better.
Oh, you high. You gotta be tripping.
It's a lot of hot sauce.
I think it's the
It's
addition
not
of
bad.
tahini.
Yeah, so that was the part that she didn't add. It has tahini on the rim.
Yes, it's rim with
I really
tahini.
didn't need a full tahini rim.
I love tahini.
But Jane likes spicy stuff.
I do. This is really good. It reminds me of
right
the
up her alley.
Right, man. Let me tell you. And I have mango here, and I was putting tahini on the mango, and this right here, quality.
It was sweet at first, and then the
And
hot
that
sauce
hits.
kicked. Yeah.
Yeah, it hits the back of the throat. So that's not fun. And for those that I was talking to, a friend of a friend, and she was like, "You really don't remember what you guys talk about? Like, y'all are really drinking on the episodes." And I was like, yeah.
We don't, like, it's funny when people see older episodes, and they're like, when you guys said da-da-da-da, and Jane doesn't re-listen to them. I re-listen to them, so I have a little bit more, but they're like, did that really come? Did you really want to say that? It's like, yeah.
Sure.
That's what I was just saying to Jay. Like, I'm glad we're, like, super honest on this podcast, and we don't, like, try to have any qualms. Like, we pop up without makeup.
Listen, we're
like,
here.
We're here. I'm, like, looking at the balloons, and I'm like, okay, VJ, it might be time
to let them go. I just hoping you finish your sentence. I don't have a preference either way. Yeah, but we're open and honest. And we don't cut anything out.
No, we don't. We don't.
Yeah, unless it's like us ordering Chipotle or like things that don't
you might get that
matter. Yeah, if I forget to actually cut it out.
So, to go along with our health and wellness month, we wanted to do a lot of low sugar, zero sugar drinks.
Yes.
And like natural fruits kind of drinks, not extra stuff. So, this is our Skinny Paloma.
Yeah.
This is tequila. It called for a lot of tequila.
A lot of tequila. The recipes online were very confusing.
Yeah. But we'll put the recipe that we used.
Yes.
For single, like if you're just only one person drinking it, so we'll add that. But this is tequila, grapefruit juice, and sweetener.
Agave.
And
then
then a little bit of
hard seltzer. Yeah, White Claw on top. Which is nice, you know.
Yeah.
Low carb.
A squeeze of a lime.
A little bit of lime. So, cheers. Clink, clink.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
That's good. It's a lot.
I don't taste the grapefruit.
Me either. I think we should have used more grapefruit.
It does say use 2 to 3 grapefruit.
Yeah. We used half of one. But it's really good, really light, really refreshing. Sweet. It's really sweet. I'm gonna
not almost like too sweet, but
for me it's on the sweeter than I would like.
Well, it's perfect for me after she had me drink that damn hot sauce. I guess we'll cut this part out.
You don't have to.
So
Do you want more?
No, I'm good. Mine is perfect.
Oh, okay.
Mine is perfect.
Ooh, was like, we're live, but we're not live.
It'll be fun to do a live show.
It will be.
It'll be super fun.
Never mind. Okay. I was like, do you want to say what might happen in June? Not live for people to come to, but.
You mean the trip?
Mm-hmm.
So I have decided to go to Miami with Jane for her birthday.
Yeah.
And maybe as like a birthday, why don't you just drop the whole shit in there, like muddle it?
Oh no, it's okay.
Because like as a birthday gift, I didn't think she would want to do this, but we'll do like a live recording.
Yeah.
With her guests there.
Yes, it's gonna be our first time with like. Well, this is something that the other people on the trip have come up with. Like, this is not something that I said should happen. They
is that
were
why
like,
everyone was like, her best friend randomly texted me, I was going to cuss her ass out. She was like, come to Miami. And I was like, I haven't even heard from Rachel.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, I thought she was like, cool, like, chilling. Then all of a sudden, I get a random text message. I was like, Jamie, that was not me. Not
she
was
me
the
all.
nail.
Yeah, I'm sure. And so, with people trying to get VJ to come on the trip, it came up. Somebody was like, how hard would it be for you to get like y'all's equipment to Miami? And I was like, not hard at all. Like, it's just my MacBook, which I'm bringing, a ring light, which I planned on bringing, and just bringing the microphone. She was like, okay, cool. And then sent me screenshots of being like, okay, you guys can do an episode in Miami. And I was like, oh, that would be cool. Like, you know, instead of just taking Miami.
Bomb-ass balcony.
Yes,
so
I have a huge balcony to do. And then brought it up to your fave. Like, I just mentioned it. And he was like, I wonder if we can get other hotel guests to join in on this live episode. And I was like, what? He was like, you know, like, figure out a way to get them drinks. Like, okay, you guys can come down. You can get one free drink. Like, we make a drink. And then you guys do. And then you have an audience there. And I was like,
she didn't tell me all of that.
A little much for me. He walked it back. He walked it back.
Well, I'd be down to do it. Like, they don't know us. Like,
we'd have to have some like hotel permission probably to have that many people in the room.
Yeah, and my only thing is I wouldn't want it to be like super off the cuff.
Oh yeah, no, we would need a topic,
and it would have to be a topic surrounding relationships because everyone likes talking about relationships.
That's true.
And it's the funniest thing because our asses aren't in one.
Single,
so
and looking like it's gonna be single. Ain't nobody. Cause we gonna pick each other up after Hot Girl Summer.
We're riding together. We are riding together. Like, are you ready to go home yet? Not yet, man.
Girl. Not yet. Yeah, that. A little extra grapefruit juice.
It did it.
That
turned
did
it up. When I went lower, like I keep sipping, the grapefruit is coming out.
Oh no, I was like searching.
It hit it how you need to hit it. This is a good one.
This is like, a really good drink.
Our last episode, the Texas Ranch Water, it was just light. And, you know, it made me think of what a lot of people are saying. It's just so much, like, juice and additives is so heavy. And I'm like, and I love it. I love all the sugar. I love it.
But this is a good sweet one that doesn't have a lot of, like, extra
It's only
sugars.
The sweetener that's added.
Yep.
Yeah.
Only the agave, which is what tequila is made from. Agave plants.
Yep. Okay, so let's jump into our health and wellness series.
Yeah.
We wanted to do something that we haven't really talked about before, and that is health. We really don't talk about health, and health is very, and I don't know how deep we're gonna go, but you know, we're gonna roll with it.
Yeah, we're gonna roll with it. We're not doctors or nutritionists or physical
like
therapists.
Super in on like the latest.
Yeah, trends. I feel like we should do an episode on like social media trend health things.
Okay.
We'll see if we remember.
I think we should do like a challenge for this month. Because this is the month of May.
It is the month of May.
What would be a good challenge? I'm going to try to detox. But it's crazy. Like, I'm going to try to do a detox and then drink again Sunday.
Yeah, things that sound crazy already. I don't even know what challenge would you want to do?
I don't know. You want to do like a water challenge?
Okay.
Like, because we each bought the big gallon water bottles that have like 7 a.m., 9 a.m.
And we all, about a week and a half. I use mine.
Mm-hmm.
Steady. And then haven't touched it since. I actually used it to water the plants the other day.
Oh my God, Jane.
But
I don't want to judge you, but I'm judging you.
No. Because I had like one of the big Starbucks like reusable cups. Mm-hmm. And I had been drinking water out of there because like I drank my iced coffee, clean it out, and then put water in it. So I wasn't using the other one. And then I dropped it Friday night in the parking garage and it shattered. Like the inner thing shattered. And me being a former bartender, I was like, can't drink out of it. Of course, the boys were like, just drink it. I was like, I don't want to die. And it had water in it too, so I was really upset. Like I just filled it with ice water, and I was like, so we could do a water challenge.
Okay, we'll do a water challenge.
What does that
at least
entail?
1 full gallon a day. Right, that's a gallon, right? Just at least one of those a day.
Okay, I don't think that's I think it's a half gallon. Okay.
So 1/2 of a gallon.
1/2 of a gallon.
Yeah, 64 ounces. No, it's more than 64 ounces. We'll add the picture to Instagram.
Yeah.
Of the bottle we're talking about, and we'll do and then on the Instagram we could each do a update, like every day.
That's a lot.
All you have to do is take a picture.
Okay. Guess you're gonna be seeing a lot of us on Instagram.
We'll do 5 days. We'll do Monday through Friday, and if we get through Monday through Friday, we'll try again for the next Monday through Friday.
Okay, so no weekends.
Weekends. But
okay.
Like, let's just really try to get through it.
Okay. Things we
put
online.
That's our right. It's like
now the world
I remember a couple of years ago I did the JJ smoothie cleanse, 10-day smoothie cleanse. I will never do it again. But when I did it, I was documenting on Facebook every day that I was doing it. Like, this is the one I'm doing today. The ingredients I had in it, and then the beginning of the day and at the end of the day. Yeah. And that just kept me like honest. And then people were, your family's on Facebook. So they're like, did you finish? And then some people would message me like, well, which one was it? So, because I would do it early, beginning of the day and the end of the day. And so it just keeps you, like honest. Keeps you honest. Water challenge. Okay. Or first thing in the morning, you add a filter in there, you'll be fine. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
Okay, so what does health mean to you?
So I think we both had like questions prepared for each other.
That's the only question I have prepared.
So health to me is, I think it's all relative. Because I think people define healthy in different ways. Yes. Like a lot of people define it by your size. I think for me, my heart rate is something that I look at. Going to Orange Theory makes you pay attention to it. And I had like some workout app and it was like, your heart rate is in this range. And I was like,
that seems kind of high.
That seems kind of high considering the age that I am. So every time I go work out at Orange Theory, I'm always like, okay, how quickly can I get my heart rate down to the green zone from like orange or red? And I'm like, okay, you can do this. You can do this. And then
figuring out how to do that, like taking the deep breaths
and keeping my posture correct and making sure I'm breathing when I'm working out. But being healthy to me is trying to be as active as I can be. And it's gonna sound crazy. I want to be in a space that if zombies were attacking, I could make a run for it and not be the first through third person. Got it.
Not the first through the third. Okay.
It's like, I'll be number 4.
Okay, like 4 is good.
4 is a good number. I ain't running with no track stars. I don't need none of that. But I would be able to keep up. Or at least hide. You know what I mean? Or jump a fence. If I need to jump a fence, I would be able to hoop and go. Now, what happens on the other side of the fence, I don't know. I just want to be able to make the leap and not doubt my abilities.
I learned today that if there was a zombie attack and I had to jump a fence, I wouldn't make it. I wouldn't make it. So today, I'm going to touch on this and then we can move forward because I just need to get it out of my soul and system. My dear, dear, dear friend, Kelly.
Hey, girl.
I'm not going to give her whole name.
Yes. Oh, N.
Yeah, she got to change.
It's
legally changed. Yes, girl.
Yes, girl. Married.
Marriage is legally changed.
Yes.
She wants to celebrate her birthday all month. Mm-hmm. And so she decided to kick it off with our line sisters, and we went to this rope course challenge.
Yes.
So initially, we thought that it was just going to be different zip lines. Like you climb up,
right,
and you go across like a jungle or something like that.
Yes.
That's
you
not
come
what
on
it was.
down.
And you come on down. Not what it was. It was an actual rope course where you are walking tight ropes, and you are basically suspended from the air.
Yes.
And I had a panic attack and started crying because it was
because you were too high up, or you needed help, or you didn't feel like you were in control.
Probably all of the above. Don't try to therapize me.
I wasn't. It just all hit me at one time, and I was like, wow.
Like the first 2 courses, I want to say, it was just like walking a tightrope.
Yes.
And you could hang on to. It had like a rope that you could kind of hang on to. Mm-hmm. And then the second one, you were walking across something, and it had like 2 ropes to hang on to.
Okay,
so I was
nice.
like, okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Cool. That's cool.
The third one, it was just a log.
Okay.
It was just a log. And we were probably about 20 feet in the air. Mm. And the only thing I kept thinking about is you can't go back. Yes. There's no like steps down.
Yeah.
And you're going to fall.
Yes.
And like, you're hooked up to something. Like now, I'm like, you're hooked up to something. Even if you fall, you'll be fine. And then it's like, I haven't been working out during the pandemic.
Yes.
I have 0 upper body strength.
Yes.
So if I fall like that's like, I don't know how I'm going to get myself back on. And there's no one like holding you up that'll let you down, like with rock climbing, let you down easy. So, and I'm like, and my last sister Tiana, she's like, who didn't do it? She didn't do it. So she's at the ground. She's on the ground. She's like, BJ, are you okay? So, no, I'm not okay. I am not okay. So it sounded like you got to calm yourself down because you have to do it.
Yes.
You have.
There's no
other way you can do it. So I got through it, and the other ones I kind of like I was able to get through. And then it was one where it's like the net.
Yes.
And that upper body strength really, I was like, bitch, you. Like, homeboy had to come break a different kind of thing
to get you.
To get me. And then it's like you have to like lean a little, like you have to step up. And I was like, I could not step up. And G was like, Veronica, just sit. And I got halfway through. I did get halfway through.
Okay, that's good.
I had no more gas in the tank left after that one. And then I was like, he was like, do you want to go and get, like, do you want to go to the third? Because we got all the way to the second round.
Okay.
Well, they got to the third round. Mm-hmm. And I was like, give me a minute because I can't really breathe. Like, that whole heart rate thing, and I can hear.
Like, yeah.
And then there, I was like, I do not want to discourage my friends, like, be like the one that doesn't do it or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm also fully 30 and fully okay with saying, no, I'm not doing that anymore. Like, I'm fully good with the, like, no, I'm not doing that.
I don't need to be involved.
And when I looked up and I saw that there was another net, and what you had to do was they give you a rope. You step in the rope, you have to swing to the net and then pull yourself up to get to the end. I was like, oh no, she's good.
Yeah,
she's done.
That's a loss.
She's good.
That's
she's
a
done.
loss.
And then the other ones, they look great doing it. We got some great shots.
Yes.
I was super proud of them.
It looked really fun on Instagram.
It was fun. It was a different kind of fun. She does good birthday stuff that you don't really like think to do.
Yeah.
So it wasn't on my bucket list, but it's fully checked off. Mm-hmm. And here's the kicker. We thought we were gonna do a whole bunch of zip lines. One zip line.
Oh, the entire time?
It was only one zip line.
Oh.
Yeah. It was on, which was fun.
That's how you get people.
Yeah. And then they had this big swing. Mm-hmm. And we put the worst person. And when I tell you who was the person who had to pull the lever to make us drop, you're going to be like, that was the worst person to do it. Uh-huh. Kiana. I'm not. The whole time.
She's going to be on this podcast later on. And I'm not going to be. I'm not getting fussed at. I'm already going to get fussed at. I just don't want to get fussed at more.
Me and Jiva are already like freaking out.
Yes.
And we're the last ones to go. Kiana's already gone. So when you see a Six Flags.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole time, like, she's having general conversation with the instructor, and he's like telling her what to do, and I'm like, it's a lot of talking.
So
I'm getting freaked out.
I just see the second.
But like, he explained it, you got to do this, and I was like, can we not call it the chopper? He was like, well, it used to chop, and so I'm trying to figure out the verb. I was like, I don't care anything about that. I don't want her chopping any rope with me.
It's like, I need you to bring it down, sir.
So she's all excited. We're getting pulled into the air. I'm not a stomach dropping person.
Yeah. Me either.
She gets up there, the thing stops, and she was like, okay, now what do we do, guys? And I was like, oh my God. Like, she was so worried. Like, we had a whole conversation about what you're supposed to do when you get up there. And she was like, what should we do? Like, she's swinging her legs, like, having the time of her freaking life. The whole time, I hear my heart beating. Like, at first I was calm. I was like, we'll get up there, we'll immediately
It'll be okay.
drop.
Yeah.
The anticipation of not dropping, not knowing when it's actually, and then it was hard to pull. And she was like, guys, it's not working. And then my other lines is like, just pull harder, just pull harder. And I was like, everybody shut up. Everyone be quiet. And I asked them, I said, is it only like a stomach drop when you first go, or when you come back, is it? So one of them said, oh, when you're coming back, like swinging back, it's not anything.
Yeah.
It is.
You felt it the whole time?
Huh? I felt it like the first, so you go, the first drop, I feel it. The coming back, I feel it. You're still the same height. Felt it again. That's 3. 4. Coming back. 5. And then it just started to like calm down. And I get off, and I'm like, Kelly, you lied. I said, I feel betrayed by all of you.
The
like,
drama.
She said, Veronica, when you asked, I didn't answer.
Just like this.
Okay.
Gotta pay attention. But it's not. It wasn't like the pirate ship at like Six Flags.
It was exactly like the pirate ship.
Okay.
If someone would have said that to me then,
you wouldn't have done it.
I wouldn't have done it because I hated the pirate ship.
Oh,
because it's like you're standing in midair. No, I don't like the feeling of my stomach dropping.
Yeah, I don't get the stomach drop feel. I don't do like the Tower of Doom. That's a hard no. Like the most solid no you could ever get from me in
all
anything.
of it is a solid no. And I told her, and she's, Kelly's very lucky that I didn't break anything because we had to sign waivers and stuff. But I sent her a personal text and I said, listen, I understand that the company won't be responsible, but I want you to know, I use her full government name. If I break anything, I am suing you. And I don't want there to be any confusion.
Oh,
and she's like, Veronica, I think we're going to be fine. I said, that I just need acknowledgement of my statement. I don't need we're going to be fine.
It's going to be okay.
Yeah.
I just want you to listen.
Yeah.
When I say.
Because I need to be able to bring that to a court of law. I just need to print it out and be like, hey, should I send this to your insurance company or... But I didn't, because I'm like, I'm 30. If something breaks, it's going to take a minute to heal.
Sure. Yeah.
Like, I'm going to be out for the count. There goes my hot girl summer because I want to be flying through the air.
You can be a hot girl in a boot.
No, I cannot.
Yeah, you can. Well, girl, I'll wheel you, not anywhere, but I'll wheel you into a party. Woo!
We've been talking
hit a little
about...
chair spin.
Oh, thank you.
A little line dance.
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you.
You're welcome. She's so ungrateful. Jeez Louise.
I said no, thank you. That's not an ungrateful statement. That's no, but thank you. Instead of, bitch, no.
That's what it felt like. Because I think I knew that was the answer, the real answer behind the no thank you. Bitch, no.
I will say, going there, it was like, I wish I would have been more active over this past year, because I think I would have been able to. I was proud of how far I was able to get through it. And I could have been like 50 pounds lighter, and I still wouldn't have got through it, just because that's not my ministry.
Yeah, that's not your thing.
Yeah, but it was fun.
So where would you say you are in your health journey now?
I feel like I am restarting my health journey. I feel like I was in a really good space. Then you get into a relationship, and I was like, "Oh, let's get healthy together." But like,
but you're also like eating together,
right? Like go to brunch, dinner, late
relationship
night,
weight,
right?
That people talk about. I don't know about that.
Happy this way, but so I'm restarting that journey, like finding things that work for me. Because for me, when I get super serious, I lose a part of my life. And I'm trying to find a balance of having the life that I want, like being able to go out and have fun with friends, being able to drink when I want to, but also being, you know, making sure I'm working out 5 days a week. Because that's the goal. Nowhere near the goal, but that's the goal.
5 days.
Being active at least 5 days a week. Not, it doesn't have to be something big.
Yeah, that's
strenuous. You know,
activity.
Paying closer attention to my food intake. Like these last 3 weeks, I haven't eaten out, for the exception of today.
Hey.
But like I haven't gone, like, no fast food, no restaurants, none of that. So just being like just a little bit more conscious of that stuff, because how I think about it is, I think I may want to have children one day, and I want them to see
a healthy lifestyle.
Like I want them to see, okay, mommy goes to the gym, she does like some type of active workout. Okay, mommy makes sure that we have a good dinner, like a balanced dinner, but we also get to hit McDonald's.
Yes.
You know, like balance.
Yes.
Like that's a good life to live. Because I remember when I got super duper healthy, and I didn't go, like I didn't drink, I didn't go out. And I went out and I was like, I don't even know what to do. Like,
it's like, what is
Jay
this?
was like, are you coming out with this friend? I was like, yeah, I'll go. Like, yeah, I'll go. I'm like, I'm ready to go home. This is late. Like, I need about 8 hours. Like, I had gotten so good where I was getting 8 hours of sleep. That's how good I got.
I don't know if I've ever consistently gotten 8 hours of sleep.
When you eat right and you work out.
Even so.
Because I would go to sleep at 9 o'clock. Not get ready for bed, but like I would get ready for bed like 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
So I'll be asleep by 9 and wake up at 5. Uninterrupted sleep.
Nope. No.
It's lovely.
Even going to like Orange Theory and like eating healthy, still my body is like 4 hours. Enough. And like even when I go to sleep at 8 a.m., I'm up at like 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. Like if I just happen to fall asleep, and then I'm up until like 6, and I'm like, oh, okay.
That's how I am now.
This is life.
Yeah, like I could go to sleep at 9 and be like in a good sleep, and I wake up, I'm like, oh, I slept the whole day. It's 3:30.
Yeah.
Like, no. But when you think about it, that's 6 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
Either way.
Yes.
6 hours of sleep.
I was like, I don't like that. I don't like that.
Where do you think you are in your journey?
Probably the same place. Like, getting back into it. Yeah. I lack discipline. And I know that about myself. Like, I will say, unless it's Lent, that's the only time that I actually stick with a diet or working out. And I think, for me, I enjoy working out. It's the eating right that is the hardest part. Because I love pasta. I love burritos. I love tacos. I love bread. The list goes on and on. All the stuff
that, you know, candy, chocolate, cake, cookie. Well, she's not sweet.
I don't eat sweets.
But like burgers and like chicken sandwiches and all the stuff that's really not great for you to eat.
Yeah, and I think it's very frustrating and like where we live, which is I think a problem around the country. But it's around here there aren't many healthy options. Like now we're starting to get some, but not like there's McDonald's everywhere, Burger King. There's a bunch of fast food places. We're just getting a Fresh Market. The closest Sweet Green is in College Park, which is like 20, 30 minutes away. Yeah. And so it's kind of like you consistently get fast food places, fried food places, Chipotle. You know, things that could have a healthy element to it, but it's not all around.
I feel like, and then, up the street, they just put, like, something called Greens up by the Chipotle, and,
yes,
Yeah. But, which is weird, because the area that we live in, you would think that
we would have more healthy options.
A lot about, like, in the inner cities, and, like, they don't have any grocery stores.
Right. There. Especially where we live.
In D.C.
We live in Maryland, but in D.C., Southeast, on the outer part of the Anacostia River, not Southeast that is like built up, gentrified, super nice. Yeah, they don't have any grocery stores out there. No. It's a big area.
Which is weird.
Exactly. It's just stuff. It's stuff like that where it's kind of like the shot. The rest of the drink is over there.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Well, I guess I'll just finish it.
I want some.
Oh, okay. Ad break.
Yep.
We
I
also
won't
make
take
the White Claw, because that's how you make it.
It's good old ad break.
Oh, you want a little more?
I'm just gonna add my. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, and I'm gonna take a shot because we're back now.
And she liked it so much. It's just missing her tea. What's it called?
Tahini.
I was gonna say tahini. That's not it.
Yeah, tahini.
Maybe I should have tried it without the.
You probably should have. That's what I was thinking as I was drinking it. I was like, she might have liked it. You probably would have liked that one better. Tahini is a Greek
yogurty sauce.
Yep, made from
sauce.
sesame seeds. Anywho. Yes, that is what it's made from. Sesame seeds. Or, yeah, sesame seeds. Pestils, pine nuts. Random things you learn watching Food Network. Anywho.
I'm trying to remember where we left off.
We were talking about healthy food options.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they don't have any grocery stores. And I think, for me, I think of health because we have so many grocery stores out here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can hit at least 3 grocery stores in a 10-mile, maybe 4.
Yeah.
In a 10-mile radius.
Yes, but I think of it as, so I was doing keto for Lent, and the hard part is if you're out somewhere and you need something quick to like grab, there's not like anything super healthy that you can just grab unless you go get a salad from a fast food place,
like Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, from Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. But even then, it's like their salads are great.
Yes.
But still not that healthy.
Yeah, I was like, still, once you put the salad dressing on it, or you know,
the chicken nuggets.
The chicken nuggets.
Like, even
on
the grilled ones is about the. I hate saying it's about the same, but.
Yeah, so it's kind of just that was the hardest part for me is when it's like if I'm out hanging out with my friends and I'm like, okay, I'm eating healthy, I'm not eating carbs, or I'm doing low carb. Where am I gonna go? I have to think, okay, let me plan out my evening so that I know I have this left over at home, or I ate a really big meal before I left the house and I'm not hungry. And on keto, you can't even eat like sugary fruits like mangoes, strawberry, like that stuff is out. So you can't be like, oh, let me just pack an orange. It just
I remember,
adds to it.
one of my sisters did it, and she looks great. But she was very strict with it. And it's like, you can't have that, you can't have that. I'm like, I'm never gonna do that again in my life. Like, be that strict again.
Yeah.
Because I know I like what I like, but for me, it's like you have to find that balance. Like, if you're working out every day, you're eating clean every day.
Yes.
Then eating out is going to be a little bit more difficult because I remember, like, eating clean and you go get a burger or something. It's going to tear your stomach up.
Tear it up.
But it kind of offsets. It just makes you feel better. It offsets it a little bit.
Yes.
So just finding that balance is what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I will say that, like,
or
all
working
of...
towards, not looking for, like, it's just going to pop up.
It's going to be like, hey, girl, I'm here, balance. All of the friends that I know that are, like, fitness people, experts, coaches, they always talk about balance. Like, one of them, her favorite food is pepperoni pizza. And she's like, if you think I'm giving up pepperoni pizza, no. And her body's still amazing. She still does her workouts maybe twice a day. She still eats clean. But she's going to get that pepperoni pizza. And she's always been one, it's okay to eat what you want as long as you eat in moderation.
Yep.
And then 2, your weight on the scale is not necessarily what you should look for. It's body composition. Because she's like, your body shape could be changing, but you're gaining muscle, so you're gaining weight.
Yes.
And that's something that I, like, really changed the way that I thought about it. Follow her at FitMeice.
We'll add that.
Yeah.
FITMEICE.
But it's been something that changed the way I thought about my weight or my shape, where it's like, oh, I have to get it below a certain number, when actuality, it's like, I'm working out and I'm lifting weight, so I could be gaining muscle mass and not losing. I'm not seeing the difference in poundage, but I'm seeing the difference in my shape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Mine was definitely scale.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've always, my entire life, I've been high on the scale, I'll say that.
Mm-hmm.
And seeing the number drop is important to me, and seeing a certain number, but as well as dress size.
Yes.
That's how I know I'm losing weight. I remember like when I lost a lot of weight, healthy, not like suddenly.
Not crazy.
And my mom went shopping for me.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, Mom, I'm not going to be able to fit this. She was like, just try it on. I think it'll be fine. Just try it on. And I, like, it fit, it zipped up, and I was like, okay, that is important to me versus the weight. Yes. Because, okay, this is going to sound crazy. Mm-hmm. It's not going to sound crazy to me and anyone who knows me. Like, you're going to be like, this is definitely something PJ would say.
Yes.
But I want, it's going to sound vain. Is what it's going to sound.
Okay.
You know how you see, like, on social media or, like, in the movies where, like, your man goes out and buys you a dress.
Yes.
And lays it on the bed and just, like, had this on by 7 p.m. I want him to be able to go to any store
and get
pick it out, like, pick out a dress for me to wear. Like, not have to go to, you know, I don't know if we want to put their name, like Ashley Stewart and like
like a plus size store.
A plus size store.
Yes.
I want him to be able to like go to Macy's.
He can just go anywhere.
He can go anywhere and be like, I want her to wear this.
Yes.
And I go, they say, okay, this is what I wear. Like, that's what I want. Like, that's my goal.
Yeah. I think a lot of women want that. Write that down, men.
Or I should say, you go online and like
you find out. Yes. That is true. I will say that about like dress size. I think one thing that has driven me to work out more and eat healthy is that I refuse to go up another dress size. Yeah, I'm just like, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. It's like, just, I don't know how else to say it. It's just not happening.
And for me, like, I have a lot of cute clothes that would just like, ooh, BJ, okay, I see you, girl. Like, that's the clothes that I have.
Yes.
And then I'll feel comfortable getting rid of them. I just don't want to get rid of cute clothes yet.
Yes. And I also have this weird problem where I buy things that I plan to fit into, or I won't send it back if it's like, oh, it's just a little too small. Like, the jeans come up, but the button doesn't zip. I'll keep it.
When actuality, I
should send it back.
Yeah.
Or I feel like my sister has walked away with a lot of clothes of mine that don't fit. Don't fit me, fit her perfectly. She's well smaller than I am.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's problematic. But I'm trying to stop myself from ordering. I'm like, you can always size it down if you order something that fits you right now and you lose the weight.
Yeah, or you can always go to like a tailor and get it taken in. I don't know where all these flies are. I'm like, nothing was open today. Like, no doors were open. I wasn't even home.
Yeah.
But sorry. Anyway.
Who knows? But yeah, I guess I should say this on here. I told my friend, so I went and worked out with one of my friends. She's a CrossFit person. It was a good workout. I didn't die.
I went to CrossFit with them twice. Did I go twice?
I think it was twice.
Like 3 times.
I think it was twice.
It's 5 times.
No, I was like, definitely ain't going 3. It's like 1 or 2.
Because I remember going in the morning.
Yes.
And I remember going.
Yeah, we went like a Sunday morning, and then we went like a night class. Right. I went multiple times. So the boot camp. It was a boot camp.
Yeah.
And everybody else. One time, and it usually ended up with them cursing her out.
She deserved a curse out.
She did.
I mean, she did. It was a cool workout. I liked how they did the circus, where it's like, okay, this is what you're doing, which is why I like Orange Theory so much. Because like, this is what you're doing. This is the only thing you have to focus on at the moment. At the moment, you don't have to worry about what's coming next. Just focus on this, and then when this is done, you move to the next one.
Yeah. Yeah. It's an experience. To each their own. Find what works for you. But we worked out. She like trained me yesterday, and that was fun. I think I have a bruise on my thigh.
Okay. Don't be bruising my girl up.
No, definitely not. It's so tiny. It's like internet.
As you can tell, we
very close friendship.
Yeah.
It's like not my thigh. It's close to my knee. Whatever. So it's just freaking me out a little bit.
We are exhausted today. Like, it's been a long day.
I don't know where that came from. Anywho,
Yeah.
I was telling her that I'm trying not to buy anything for Miami, clothing-wise, until June.
Okay.
Because I do want to spend the month of May losing weight or working out and getting to the size I want to be. And it's just like, I don't want to buy a bunch of clothes. Not that I need to buy a bunch of clothes.
She doesn't need to buy a thing.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I had one pair of shorts. So I bought shorts. Don't you worry about a thing. Oh,
she doesn't need to buy a thing.
Yeah, we'll see. Once we start going through her closet and what she's buying.
I don't need to buy anything.
I know you don't need to buy anything, will you?
I? Yeah.
Exactly. So
I be sending Taylor outfits like,
this is cute. Do you think this is cute? So my goal is not to buy. I bought another birthday dress already.
Good. The first one was cute, but it was like cute for winter.
Yes, it had sleeves, and I definitely wanted a dress without sleeves. And so I was gonna get this tailored, but I was like, I would want too much work done to it.
How were the girls looking at them?
Good.
Like, were they up? Okay.
Yeah, they were up. Oh,
that's key.
Sitting. Sorry, YouTube. Anyway, so much tequila and putting this daggone drink. Anywho, the goal is not to buy clothes for Miami this month.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait till June. It's still ample time to get whatever I want to come in. Mm-hmm. It'll just be stuff for like the trip bags that I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't me this time.
It wasn't her this time. It was me, which is crazy.
It wasn't me this time.
Crazy, crazy, crazy.
I'm so excited. That never happens.
I know, right?
It's like I was telling Key. She was like, "Are you recording tonight?" I was like, "Yeah." And I don't know if you've heard me say, "Oh, it's just Key."
Yes.
Like Key called.
It's okay.
Everyone pretty much, yeah. Everyone pretty much knows. Like, oh, this is what you're.
Yeah. Normally we're not recording this late, but
no, we're not. But it was a busy day for me, so we're able to do it.
We make adjustments where necessary.
Yes.
Yeah. What?
What's your goal? Why? I guess I know your goal.
My goal, I would like to be. Oh, we said this before. I would like to be a size 8.
Okay.
By my birthday.
Okay.
That's 2 sizes from where I am now.
Okay.
So, and if not a size 8, I want to at least crack 175.
Okay.
I'm in the 180 to 190 for the past 2 to 3 years.
Okay.
Not 2 to 3 years, because we went on vacation. I was at 199, and I was like, okay, let's reel it on in, friend.
You didn't look it.
I beg to differ. There's swimsuit pictures that have never been posted. But if I get to the size I want to get, I'm going to post them.
Well, let me ask you this. Like, why do you... I feel like for me, I'm also trying to be happy with where I'm at while still working towards what you're trying, like your goal, but also being happy where you currently are.
Yes.
Because, like, I think about pictures. I'm like, do you want to post that? Because, like, you're not, like... the old BJ, but I'm like, listen, girl, your body got you through a pandemic. It gets you through workouts. It gets you climbing through trees and shit. Like, be happy where it is. But I do think when you work on it, the happiness, like when you're working on your body, and then it's like, okay, this is where I am.
Yeah, I think I enjoy working out anyway, so it's kind of like, and I've got, like, I used to be at a point where if I didn't work out that day, I was kind of like a little jittery, felt off, and I feel like I'm getting more and more comfortable with my body as it is. But you know, like growing up, I was always the skinniest.
She was always the
I was
skinniest one.
tiny. Probably, I think I was a size 3.
At one point, you were like a 0.
Yes, in high school.
Yeah.
And then college, I finally cracked a size 3. My gracious. And then...
I don't even know what a size 3 looks like.
I couldn't even tell you right now.
I don't even know where to get a size 3.
I was like, dicey. I was definitely... And back then, I really wanted to be thicker. That's what I was... It's always like, no matter what size you are, you want to be the opposite. Growing up, I always wanted to be thicker. It was like, oh, you need to eat, or... It's like, oh, you can stay in the middle. You tiny. You could fit there. You can do this. And it's just like, I don't want to just because of my size type of thing. And so now I've gained the weight. I'm very happy with the fact that I was able to gain weight and things are going. Now, do I want things to be adjusted in certain places? Yes.
Taylor.
A little tailor, a little, curvier in certain areas.
Okay.
But I feel like I want to focus on getting to that goal, because then I feel like I'll be at a point where I'm healthy. If I want to run on the beach and not get winded, I might be able to do that. That's my Orange Theory goal, is to figure out how to run. Maybe. Okay. It's dicey. Sounds crazy.
Mean, when we first started before the pandemic, we were on.
On track to get there.
We started at power walking, and we had just cracked into jogging.
Yes.
Which was dope.
Yes.
And then your knee got messed up.
Yeah, my knee got messed.
And I was like, I'm going to have to leave you in the power walk, sis, because I'm going to get a good jog in.
My knee got messed up, and now I'm power walking at like a 2. My base is a 2.5.
Listen, you're going though. That's the important part.
Yeah, I'm going. So and then I feel like by the time I get to Miami, y'all gonna get whatever body I give y'all. Whether we got a stomach or we don't have one, it is what it is. Do I have outfits in mind for both? Yes.
Okay.
It's like, I don't know that those pictures are gonna get posted on Instagram because my family has Instagram, but it might be on my close friends.
Or it's you're 30 and they've been 30 before. Also.
Yeah. I'm just not mentally prepared for those conversations.
Ooh, hot stuff.
You know what? Which is crazy because I've done carnival, so it's really not that bad, but whatever.
So it's funny because you always been thin. Mm-hmm. I've always been the big one, I should say. Like, in my family, I have an older cousin who's like 18 months older than me. She was like your size for years. And I was like the chubby cousin. And they would dress us alike. But I was the chubby. I was not even, it wasn't chubby. It was big. I was a big kid. And then my brother was always really skinny. So I was like, it was like 101.
Yes.
For us. Which is fine. But I was cute. Yes. So it was like, I wasn't like fat and ugly. I was just fat and cute. But like my mom had me very active. Like I was in cheerleading, I was in dance, and I couldn't crack the losing weight thing. And like weight has always been an issue throughout my life, even like elementary school. But when I got to high school, I don't know if you remember, you had to run a mile. Yeah. And my first like semester was PE, so we had to run a mile. I dropped mad weight unknowingly. And that's when I felt, I was like, okay, got your little sweat, like, okay, you're cute or whatever. Well, like I said, I always cute. I was
cute.
Yeah, always cute. But I was still thicker. Yeah. And so it's interesting to hear the other side of like, I'm thin and I want to be thicker, and I'm like, I've always been thin. Yeah. I don't necessarily, I know I will never be thin, but I just want to be thinner.
Yeah. That's the thing. I don't think I don't want to ever go back to that size that I was. No offense to anybody out there. But, I was just like, I always wanted to be thicker. So it's kind of just like, okay, step one, we're here. And there's girls out there that take like supplements to make them thicker and make them gain weight because they don't want to be super skinny anymore. It is what it is. You do what's right for you. I hope this ding does not show up in a thing.
It should be fine.
But it's...
I think it's respecting... I think that's like being kind to yourself and being kind to others. Because we all want something a little different. Yeah, mind your business. Yeah. And like, if you're not picking it up and throwing it against the wall, then that's the third shot of tequila. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
It doesn't matter. Like,
it doesn't matter as long as you're happy and you feel healthy and you're continuously working. I think for me, it's always like, okay, once you get to this weight, then you're done.
Yeah.
The hardest part is maintenance.
Yes, maintaining it.
Yeah.
And I think opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one. It doesn't mean that you need to share it with the world. You can just have it.
The world we live in.
Hold it. Exactly. Like TikTok is one of the places where I feel so sad for some people because they, you know, there's a lot of girls, young women can be very impressionable. Mm-hmm. I think that there's a lot of emphasis put on body shape and the way that people look, especially in this social media age, especially when surgery is like such a key thing, where we were watching YouTube and I was like, these girls are 22 years old and they've already had plastic surgery done on their bodies.
Wow.
And that's not something that growing up we would have ever thought to do. It wasn't something that was available. It was kind of taboo to us.
Yeah. It was like, love your, this is it.
This is it. And in the music videos, you saw natural bodies. It was what it was. Like, you just see the body that you see and boom, that's it. But now there's so many people that feel comfortable behind a keyboard, body shaming people, no matter what size they are, too skinny, too big, whatever.
And then if you're like the curvy, like in between, like the whole hourglass kind of like Kim K figure, then it's like, oh, you're a whore, you're a slut. You know, like it's like it's always a comment on what you look like. Yes. When in actuality, she might. And I feel like I've gotten into this debate with a lot of people. There are women who are naturally built that way. Mm-hmm. Like it's not just surgery.
Yes, and I think it's and there's even people commenting on girls and saying that who are a great size, they look amazing, and they're like, oh, you're too big. Yeah. And I'm like, please do not let that young woman take that to heart and feel like she needs to change her body shape because some asshole on the internet
who won't even put a picture of themselves up.
Or it probably can't get no bitches. I was gonna stop it and then I was like, no. I was like, you not even
say it louder for the to the back, James.
I was like, you ain't got no game, you're corny, you're weak, whatever. That's why you sit behind a keyboard and have to talk about somebody else other than yourself. Because that person got in her head and now she's constantly judging herself. And I think that's the worst part about the internet.
You know what I've also been seeing on TikTok? Mm-hmm. And I had to like check myself because there have been a lot of plus size women in bikinis.
I love it.
I am from an era of one piece. Like if you're over, I hate saying this, but if you're over a certain size, you wear a one piece. These girls, and I mean like, this is gonna sound bad, but like their stomach covers their vagina, type big, and they got on a string bikini, and I'm like, I think it's great
that you feel
comfortable to do that. I am not all the way there. Let me say that. Like, y'all might catch the scoop in Miami, baby. Okay, like,
and
you might catch it.
I think, and I've said this.
And they're young. They're like 22, 23 years old. Yes. And they do get the comments. And I don't know if this is just, I'm on plus size TikTok or whatever. But they do, I'm hearing that they do get the comments like, if we got to see another fat person in the bathing suit. But they're like, I feel like it's my body. And if this body can get in a bikini, it's going to get in a bikini.
And if that's what I want to wear, that's what I'm going to wear. And I think I've mentioned it before, but that's one of the things I loved about Carnival. The first time I went, or anytime I bring friends with me, is it has a body positive effect on people that go. I don't think it's not the goal. I know people aren't setting out like, oh, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna be positive about my body, but it's something about getting into a small costume, and they do have one pieces, they do have shorts for whoever wants it, but it's like something about putting that costume on and feeling like, dang, I look good in the mirror, right? When you pick it up on a Friday, Saturday's parade, you try it on. I make other girls try it on, so it's like, you know what to do tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Don't ask me no questions. And then there's a moment where you put it on and you're about to walk out the door and you're like, I'm about to go into the world with my body. All its rolls, stretch marks, dents, dips, everything. I got too much, I got too little. Get into an Uber, half dressed. Hello, sir. Or madam. Good morning. It's 7 a.m. And then you get out there and there's people who are like, you look amazing. Can I take a picture with you? Or it's a little kid that's like, oh my gosh, I love you. You look so cool. Can I take a picture with you? And you're like, yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. And it's like, once you start realizing that nobody there cares about your shape or how big you are, how small you are, what your chest looks like, your stomach looks like, your ass looks like, you feel a little more comfortable. You just like, it's something freeing about just going with the music, having a good time, and not giving a fuck about what your body looks like.
And I think that's what you want to kind of like go into it. And it's not to say like be unhealthy. It's saying be happy.
Yes.
And being healthy and happy is also taking care of your body.
Yes.
And taking care of the thing that keeps you alive, that allows you to have fun. That, you know, when I think about the things that we go through, I'm like, your body gets you through all of it.
Yeah, especially women. You can birth the baby out of this thing. You can create human life.
You gotta love it.
Yes.
But in loving it, you also like don't
take
just love it. Yeah. Don't just love it like, okay, I like how I look, I love my body, da da da. But like, take care of it. You take care of the things that you love.
Yes. So. And I think, you know, being able to take care of your body will, one, make you as an individual happier, and then it also opens the door for a lot of other things as well. Like, you might, just because, like, when you start working out, you might realize you love running, you love going to Zumba class, you love dancing. You know, you might be breaking a sweat. It might be really hard at the beginning, but eventually you might find out that, okay, this is something I really like to do.
Like, that's how Orange Theory was.
Yes.
Like, when I first went,
we were like, this is not.
She was like, hey, I signed you up for this.
It was a free class.
It's like, you did what?
Because we always said we were going to go.
Didn't we say we were going to? I've never heard of Orange Theory.
We said we were going to try it. Yeah.
I had never heard of Orange Theory before. And she was like, hey, I signed us up for Orange Theory. It's like, what Orange Theory is. But,
and they're going to call you and you have to consent.
Okay.
Comes to class. And the class kicked her butts.
It did, but it was like, our teacher, she's not there anymore. Abby.
No, Abby. She was amazing.
It was great.
Amazing. To the point where we were like, I don't want to go to any other person's classes. I was still heartbroken. Yeah, and it was a good experience, and then it was something that we ended up loving to do, that to the point where we get up 5, we would be there at 5 a.m. Not get up at 5, wake up at 4 something, to get to class at 5 and then go to work and have a full day.
Yeah.
But it was just like, whew, okay.
We're good.
We're good. Did it. My arm.
Yeah, she's waxed and waxed. So we're going to wrap this. Yeah. Is there any closing words you want to leave with?
No. I'm excited for this health and wellness series. I don't know where it's going to go. We haven't planned out the month of May too well.
I mean, no, we haven't.
We haven't.
Not the month of May, the 4 weeks of.
Yes, the 4 weeks of this.
Like we did start with last week, and that was super healthy.
Yeah. I mean, the topic wasn't healthy, the drinks were.
The topic was healthy.
We talked about Texas.
It was healthy.
Okay.
All right. Like we said, health and wellness week. Health as well. And loving yourself completely means taking care of yourself as well.
Amen.
It's VJ.
It's Jane.
And this is
A Sip
and a Shot. Bye.